When your AC stops working, just call the experts at KS Services Heating and Air. They're fast and affordable. Right now, purchase any Bryant energy efficient system and save with 0% interest for 60 months with approved credit. It comes included with a 5-year labor warranty. And our fair price guarantee means that we will always give you 3 quotes for every situation. A good, better, and best. Call KS Services Heating and Air today. We roll on, whatever it takes.
It's the Weather Xtreme video. This is the morning edition for Thursday, August 24th. I'm James Spann. All eyes are on Harvey in the western Gulf of Mexico. That will determine our weather next week. But really, things look pretty quiet here, at least through the weekend now. Check it out this morning, water vapor satellite view. Nice upper trough over the eastern U.S. That's pulled down some dry air. Of course, Harvey's down in the Gulf, and hey, it feels good. Look at those 50s on the board this morning. Fort Payne, 55. Cullman, 58. A little touch of fall in the air for many spots. Highs today should be in the mid to upper 80s. The humidity will be low. A nice day. Around the nation, most of the action is down in Texas, where hurricane warnings have been posted for parts of the Texas Gulf Coast because of Harvey. Severe weather, you can see the dry air covers much of the state today and really almost all of Alabama in dry air tomorrow, except for the immediate Gulf Coast. And now even on day 3, which is Saturday, it looks like we stay in dry air as Harvey is going to stall out over far south Texas, which is a little different look than we had yesterday. And any impact here will be delayed. Here's the QPF rain for the next 7 days. Couple of areas of heavy rain. One with that disturbance over South Florida that might become Irma at some point this weekend or early next week. The heaviest core of that rain stays just off the Atlantic coast. Of course, the big numbers are with Harvey. Here's a closer look at that. You can see 15 inches or more for Houston, Galveston, Corpus Christi. Some spots could go over 2 feet easily with this. That's just not a good situation. Of course, the amounts taper off away from that bullseye. Let's look at Harvey this morning. This thing looks pretty well organized. The current winds are at 45 on the latest advisory coming from the Hurricane Center. It might be stronger than that. And accordingly, the NHC guys have now put this thing up as a hurricane by Friday afternoon. It comes in Friday night on the Texas coast near Corpus Christi as a hurricane. And so we'll have wind issues. This will be probably a Category 1, but obviously rain is still the big concern with this and the flooding. And it just stalls out. It just goes nowhere. It's still got the thing over South Texas Monday morning. And that just is not good. And we'll talk more about the flooding potential here in just a second. Here's the 5-day outlook coming from the Hurricane Center. That disturbance that's near Fort Myers will move back across the peninsula, back out into the Atlantic, and there's some chance it might try and get its act together over there next week. A couple of models try and develop it. Here's the intensity guidance. Couple bring it at tropical storm strength. Most do not. If anything happens there, the name would be Irma. But let's dive into modeling. We'll talk more about Harvey and the possible impact on the southeastern states here. This is the GFS. The 06C run valid this afternoon at 1 o'clock. Nice, cool trough over the east. Again, a beautiful day. Mostly sunny and less humid. Highs in the upper 80s here. Harvey is in the western Gulf. Tomorrow, Harvey, this is 1 o'clock tomorrow. Harvey approaches South Padre Island. Here we are very dry, mostly sunny, highs upper 80s. Saturday, Harvey is in South Texas and is just creeping along. And for areas along and north of the circulation center, just tremendous amounts of rain. But for us now, it sure looks like the air will be still pretty dry on Saturday. And, it sure looks like much of that day will be rain-free. We'll mention the chance of a shower, but perhaps not as great as what we perhaps saw yesterday. And really the same thing on Sunday. Harvey is just not moving at all. And the big rains stay well to the south and west. And again, yes, we'll mention the chance of a shower, but I think a decent part of the day Sunday will be dry. Highs for the weekend, mid to upper 80s, with a partly sunny sky both days. Monday, Harvey not moving, and again for us, Just the chance of a shower, decent part of the day dry. We note what could be Irma forming east of Charleston off in the Atlantic. This is Tuesday. I'm telling you, Harvey's just sitting there for days. And again, that's why we have great concern of flooding issues. And I think a lot of people are going to see more than 20 inches on the Texas coastal plain. And again, we're still fairly dry. We'll go to Wednesday of next week. And finally, a trough begins to pick up Harvey, and it's located near Houston. And we should begin to see some increase in showers. And then finally, Thursday of next week, the trough has Harvey on the way northeast. It's located near Monroe, Louisiana. And if this were to verify, Thursday of next week, a week from today, would be pretty wet. So it sure looks like the impact of Harvey will be toward the end of next week for us. Here's the European Thursday of next week. Same time, Thursday at 1 o'clock. It's got the thing located just south of Memphis. And again, that would be a wet, breezy day for us, maybe heavy rain. This is the end of the forecast period. Saturday, September 2nd, troughing to the north, and we would seem to be in dry air if this verifies. Let's check the QPF numbers. First off, this is the GFS. This is 10 days, and it's got a max of 36 inches, 3 feet on that Texas Gulf Coast. That's just nasty looking. European, almost identical, 36 inches. So the model agreement is just excellent on this. And again, this could create some really severe, if not catastrophic type flooding somewhere on the Texas Gulf Coast and maybe even up into southwest Louisiana. Check the numbers coming off the European. Maybe touching 90 tomorrow, but generally speaking, highs in the 80s. And again, early next week, low 80s, lows down in the 60s. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video this morning. We'll have notes in the blog. The next video here by 4 o'clock this afternoon. If you can't catch us this evening on ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.
AC broken? Just call KS Services Heating and Air. All Bryant energy-efficient systems come with a 5-year labor warranty, and our fair price guarantee means that we'll always give you 3 quotes for every situation. Just call KS Services Heating and Air today.